Rob, Thursday's goalless draw against South Korea would have certainly given this group of players confidence, but we all know tomorrow night is the big one. How have the players been since Thursday night?
Brilliant, absolutely. But they've been brilliant all camp, and they all knew that they needed to show a reaction from the disappointment in June. We've all been in the game long enough as players as well. They understand that we need to be better, and I thought they give a great account of themselves and a positive reaction. And the supporters that were there recognised that as well. I thought it was a great atmosphere in the crowd. So they identified that the lads have put a shift in, and we had to against a very, very good technical team. Going to be a completely different challenge tomorrow night, but we have to go one more big effort and go all out for the point.
Yeah, Latvia were comfortably dispatched by Croatia on Friday night, but does that make them a bit more dangerous now that they've got a point to prove? Absolutely,
yeah, we've said that. You know, they give a good account of themselves at home, and you know, we only won that game 1-0. They pose a threat constantly. We know what their strengths are and their weaknesses are, but they'll be all out for the win. I know that, so we'll have a tough test, but we've done a lot of work on it the last couple of days, and we'll be ready for it.
They're a very physical team, a big unit. How important is it that you avoid any silly mistakes in that defence tomorrow night, Rob? Because we saw in the home game, you know, they're the kind of team anything can happen.
That's right, yeah, absolutely. That's key. That's key. Our discipline will be not giving silly free kicks, fouls away. We'll have to be. It's going to have to be a disciplined performance and not invite unnecessary pressure into the box. You know, we'll have to stop crosses. There'll be long throws. There'll be free kicks. There'll be, the 6'6" centre forward. He'll compete, and they'll be picking the second balls up. So it's important we match them from that point of view, and then with what we're going to put out there and make the pitch big is go and hurt them as well.
I appreciate you've just come off the plane, but I want to take you back to 2004, which is the last time Wales played here, and you were in the starting 11. It was a good night. You won 2-0, by the way.
Brilliant, thanks, great. I thought you were going to tell me scored no.
I won't ask you if you remember it.
No, I don't remember it. Absolutely don't remember it. Don't know what I had for breakfast this morning, Sioned, so it's a big ask.
On Thursday night, Rob, you gave Nathan Broadhead and Jordan James their first start. Did they show you enough on Thursday to give them a chance in what is a massive, massive game tomorrow night?
Yeah, absolutely. I've said all along, it's about winning games of football, but we're also in a transition period as well, and we need to start introducing these younger players. I identified JJ as a young talent, you know, pre-World Cup. Took him away with us because I wanted him to experience major tournaments, because he will absolutely be a part of that moving forward in the future. And Nathan's no different. I wouldn't put him in if I didn't think they could handle the pressure, and you have to expose them to this at some stage. So, I thought they dealt with it really, really well in the week, and it's given us a good problem, hasn't it? So to have competition for places now is healthy for us.
Considering the other results in the group that happened on Friday night, it's definitely given us a bit more glimmer of hope, it's fair to say, Rob. Does that make tomorrow night even more massive, because you've got to take advantage of the current situation?
It was always going to be the 3 points, Sioned, anyway, so we don't look at other results and then go, right, this is even more important to get 3 points. We need 3 points tomorrow night, so we'll be all out with that, irrespective of what happened in the other results. It's all about what we can control. We can only control our fixtures, but we knew after playing Armenia that they'd be capable of taking points off others in the group, and they've done that. So they'll have a tough game now against Croatia, and when we play tomorrow night as well. So let's see how that one goes as well. But all we can control is our performance against Latvia.
And finally, Rob, we know these next few months, I guess, could be pivotal for this group of players, for the coaching staff, for yourself. Does tomorrow night almost feel like the first test of many to come, the first massive hurdle that you need to overcome?
It's the next game, Sioned, so I can't get caught up with the pressure of the job, but I've been in the game long enough. As a player, if you don't perform, you don't get a new contract. As a manager, as a coach, you judge on your results. International football as well, you've got to be a little bit sympathetic and patient, because we are in a transition period. We've lost one of the world's best players in Gareth Bale, and I just said in the press conference, not only what he offered you on the pitch, but off the pitch. It's only when he's gone that you realise the impact he had in that changing room as well. So he's replacing him with some of the young ones, and JJ comes into that category, and Luke Harris, that's gone back down with the under-21s, will benefit from that by coming back up at the right time. The Ruben Colwells of the world that give a good performance for the 21s in a week with 2 goals, and at the right time we'll introduce him back up to it. But the gap from a Gareth Bale down to the young ones, 17-year-olds, we have to be sympathetic in how we introduce them back into it, and a little bit patient. So we'll get there, but it's about winning games as well.
Rob, diolch yn fawr. See you tomorrow.
Diolch yn fawr.